study,
and play come together on a Windows 11 PC.
And for a limited time, college students get
The best of both worlds.
Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Good sleep is everything. That's why Ollie's Science Back Support is made with a blend of melatonin and L-theanine for both kiddos and grown-ups. So when your mind won't switch off, you've got something that can help. Your racing thoughts and restless nights won't stand a chance. Find Ollie sleep solutions for the whole family at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com.
So when she stands up here and raises her right hand and swears to tell the truth and says nothing was going on, that's not necessarily accurate.
Your Honor.
This is the plaintiff, Shawnee Barrett. She says the defendants are her stepmother and her father, and she's suing them because they stole her car and won't give it back. In fact, the defendants are trying to sell her car. The cops were called, and this whole thing's one big family mess. She needs the judge to help her sort out. She's suing for $1,750, the amount she's most certainly owed. These are the defendants, Tina and Devon Barrett. They say they bought the plaintiff a car and she started dating a 34-year-old guy, and she's only 17. The girl then moved out and, quite frankly, went a little buck wild. They certainly don't owe the plaintiff any money. They stole nothing and look forward to proving everything to the judge today. They're accused of not treating a daughter right.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Shawnee Barrett.
Yes.
Right. You are suing your stepmom and dad, Tina and Devon Barrett, for $1,750 that you say they owe you in items that they refuse to return to you, including a car. Tell me what's going on. How old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay, who is the person who's with you?
My mother.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, in November 2011, Your Honor, I initially moved in with my father and my stepmother. And I was going to live there until I graduated.
Why did you move in the middle of your senior year? Bad situation in the other place?
Well, I've always, hip-hop between my parents, and I felt like I could live with my father. I was graduating soon, and I didn't want to live in town, so they lived on the outskirts, and everything was fine, so I moved in November. And upon moving in with my father, I was working, and I was working toward buying myself a car. And in March 2012, I finally found a car I could afford, and I bought it at a yard sale.
A yard sale?
Yeah. It was a 92 Mazda Protege.
What do you mean by a yard sale?
Well, this guy, he's actually moving out of state, and he lived in Woodstock, New York. And actually went to the yard sale. He was selling some of his belongings. And
including a car?
He was selling his car. Okay. So I...
was it somebody you knew?
No. I bought the car from this guy. His name is Peter Yasser in March 2012. And he was going to mail me the title through, FedEx me the title, and he actually did. Okay. So... But what about a bill of sale, an actual contract that says, I hereby sell you my car? We wrote that up then and there at the time of the purchasing. So do you have that? I do not. Why not? It's still at the DMV when I went to register it. You didn't take a copy of it before you sent it to them? No. When you send that title that he sends you to the DMV to register it, whose name do you send it to them to register it in? I took the title, me and my father's wife took the title to the DMV, and they guided me to put the title in her name for insurance. Who's they? My father and... Why? for insurance purposes.
So that it would be cheaper? You were going to lie to the insurance company and say it was her car?
No.
Well, yeah, that's the only reason why people do that.
I'm guessing, Your Honor. I'm not sure. I've never owned a car.
So you never asked the question, what do you mean because of insurance? You never asked that?
No.
Okay.
So upon them insuring the car for me, they were going to register the car for me too. And upon doing that, my father guided me on putting her name in the title of the car.
Okay, why'd you guys put it in your name?
We wouldn't have to put the title in our name for her to be under the insurance.
Yeah, but you would have to actually list her in the insurance, which I'm sure you didn't.
No, I did not.
Right, because if you list a 16-year-old on the insurance, your insurance skyrockets.
Exactly.
So what your plan is if she has an accident, you'll just say you loaned the car to her that day. I know what's done.
No,
why won't people just admit it,
saying.
right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, and was that discussed with her about why you were putting the insurance in your name?
Yes.
It was?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so you guys convinced her that it would be a better idea to go ahead and put it in your name?
The insurance was going into our name. She did not have to put the title into our name.
Okay, but she did because of the insurance?
Because we helped her purchase the car.
How much did you put in?
The car cost $1,000.
How much did you put in?
We put in 9.
9 what? 100? And she put in 100?
Yes.
Okay. Dad? This one's your daughter, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you always had a close relationship with her?
Always.
Always. All right. So how much money did you guys put in and how much money did she put in?
Just as my wife said, 900.
You guys put in 900. Did she pay you back any of that?
No.
Was she supposed to?
We never asked her
We never
to.
asked her back for
So
it.
was it intended as a gift?
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened? You lived there for how long?
From November to August.
Okay. And then what happens in August?
In August, my father, and my stepmother had a conflict, and that's when my father's wife proceeded to kick me out the house.
What was the conflict about?
The accusation of me dating a 34-year-old man.
34.
Yes.
Okay. Just somebody twice your age, not somebody 3 times your age.
Yes.
Okay. Were you?
No.
Okay. Why did they think you were?
I mean, I did have someone in my life that was 34, but I was not dating that person. So
What does that mean? I have somebody in my life who's 80. I'm not dating them either, and nobody thinks I am. I don't get that.
Exactly my point.
No, there had to be more to it. That's my point. So what, were you dating somebody but not seriously, and they were concerned, or what?
No, I was not dating this person. It does look ratherly strange, but
Why? Who is the
because
person?
of the
I don't
age.
want the name. I mean, is the person a teacher? Is the person is the person a boss? Like, how is that person around you?
I usually do jobs, and this person has a child, and I would babysit.
Okay. So they didn't like it.
No.
And they told you they didn't like it?
Yes.
And then that led to fights, and then you eventually moved where?
Out the house.
To where?
To my friend's house on Bill Street. Well, it was my roommate. I was paying rent.
What happened that caused the rift between you folks that made her move out?
First of all, she didn't want to listen to the rules. I asked her to bring the car home at least 10 o'clock at night. She refused to do that. She didn't want to listen to no rules.
Okay. But if you, according to your testimony, you didn't expect her to pay back the $900, and it's put in your name because of insurance purposes, then doesn't that sound like a gift that you gave to her that should be hers when she moves out, even if she moves out under nasty circumstances?
I never asked her back for no money whenever I give her
I know.
anything.
That's my point, is that if it's a gift to her, why are you keeping it?
I feel like I work for that money. I pay for that car. If she's gonna date somebody like that, she don't supposed to get my gift.
Did she deny it when you accused her of it?
Yes.
And how did you determine that that was in fact the case?
That was going on since she was 16. My mother even know about it before I know about it.
How did you find out?
I see her with the guy, and I ask about it. We have a lot of talk about this in the house several times.
And what would she say? Would she deny it? Or
No, she didn't deny it at once. She said she's gonna cut it off.
But she
did
wouldn't
not.
call it off?
She did not.
Because you would see her again with him?
Yes.
Mom, stand up a second. What's going on with her and some guy twice her age?
Your Honor, she confessed to me that she was seen and we talked about it, and I told her that, that guy's too old.
So when she stands up here and raises her right hand and swears to tell the truth and says nothing was going on, that's not necessarily accurate.
Your Honor.
You don't have to answer that. That was rhetorical in nature. I think
Okay.
we all know that it wasn't accurate when she said that to me. What do you know about the car?
Your Honor, Shanae, she was working hard, and I actually gave Shanae money towards her car.
How much money did you give?
I gave Shanae $300.
Do you folks have any
receipt on it? No. We have the receipt for everything but that.
And what receipts for other stuff that you paid for it?
For the car.
Let me see what you have, yeah.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Can you give her this too? Because those are pictures of the stuff that she left on my
Well, tell me about that. You're suing for a mattress and 2 love seats. Why didn't you take them with you when you moved out?
All I had was myself. I couldn't carry a love seat and a mattress in
I know,
hand.
but that sounds like it's on you. If you didn't make arrangements to take them out of there, why is it you're suing them
There was never any arrangements for me to leave the home. I was pretty much forced out the home, and my mother was there to witness that.
Where's the mattress now?
It's still there. We didn't remove it.
Where is the mattress?
Outside my house. Yes. I didn't touch it.
Same spot where you seen the picture there.
And as far as it's not a love seat, it's 2 chairs. And as far as that, she never owned those. Me and her was taking a ride on a Saturday into town. These people were putting the 2 chairs out on the side. She wanted them. I went home, got my husband's truck that he had from work, brought it back into town, put him into the truck, and brought him home. My husband took him to his job, cleaned him up, and let her use them in her room.
Is that how the love seats came to being?
They were on the side of the road. I purchased them from the homeowner.
And according to you, that's just made up?
That is not true.
And I tried to set up a time and date where I can retrieve my things, because I kept telling them, why do we need a police officer? My mom can bring me. We know each other. Like, why is the police have to be
you not
involved?
spoken to them in all these months?
No.
What's your plan, Dad? You plan to ever talk to your daughter again, or you're just like writing her off forever?
No, this has been going on too long. It's not the first time they pull me in court.
Who's they pull you?
They're both daughters.
Meaning what?
I don't want to have no dealings with them again.
Ever again in your life? Are you sure?
Yes.
Wow, I'm kind of sorry I asked that question. I didn't expect that answer, because that's the kind of thing that stays in a kid's mind.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So if the car is in the stepmom's name, but only for insurance purposes, does the stepmom own the car?
No, she doesn't.
Who owns the car?
The lady who bought it. The title.
But but the title is in the stepmom's name now.
Then the stepmom owns it. It's in black and white.
Well, there you go.
Whoever the car's name is
the owner?
Yep.
Even if the whole point was to defraud the insurance company, and that's the only reason it's in the stepmom's name.
I believe whoever's name it's in, it's their car.
Period. You buy that?
No, I don't. It's a scam to scam the insurance company so they have less of an insurance policy.
So then you would give it to the person whose car it really is?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
Are both your daughters there? Is there another daughter sitting there?
Right here.
Which one? Pink? Red.
Red.
How did the one in red take you to court?
I would say abuser. Called Child Protective Service on me.
Right.
And that was all a lie. Came out, I went to court, it was all a lie.
What was the purchase price of the car according to you?
$1,000.
What was the purchase price of the car according to you?
$1,400.
Who's physically got the car now?
The car is in our garage.
So you left this mattress out, a twin mattress outside all this time?
Yes, Your Honor, because that's where she left it. And
I know, but why wouldn't you bring it in so it wouldn't get
Because
ruined?
the deputy told me not to touch her belongings. So I left. It doesn't make my house look very nice with all that sitting out in front of it. But
what's all this other stuff?
That's her box spring, a bookshelf she left, her rugs.
Where is this mattress, in the yard?
Yes.
Yes.
Where she left it.
Why wouldn't you put it under the roof at least?
Well, the sheriff told her to come back for it. I asked the sheriff, should I leave it where it's at? He told me yes.
I don't get that, but there's a lot I don't get in this family. I don't know whether the truth is as she says, which is she paid every penny, or as you say, which is you put a big chunk. I tend to think it's going to be closer to what you say, that you put a big chunk. But by your own testimony, your testimony is we never expected her to pay us back. It was a gift. You can't turn around then, if that's how it was conveyed to her. And I think that she has an honesty problem. I think she lied to me about whether she was seeing that guy, because her own mother tells me that she was. So I know that she's not honest, okay? But she's also 17. And there before the grace of God go a lot of 17-year-olds. But as far as this case is concerned, the issue is it her car or is it not her car? And if you give it to her as a gift, it's her car, so you can't keep it. So now, We have the car there for I don't know how many months. It's under your name. So my inclination is not to have you folks have any more contact with each other. And what I'm going to do, she's suing for the money for the car. I'm going to order you to pay her the $1,400 that I believe that car is worth. I looked up the Blue Book value. It's worth more than that. Here's the title. That's going to you. That's not hers, okay? So that's going to you when you leave her. As for the mattress, you chose not to pick it up or you didn't come prepared or whatever else, go pick up your mattress. It's all still there. So I'm going to give you exactly how long do you need to go pick up the rest of your stuff? A week?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give you 2 weeks. If it's not got in 2 weeks, throw it all out. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. As for the love seats, I find there's insufficient proof and I'm not awarding you that. That's my ruling, folks.
Thank you.
First out of the courtroom is the daughter, the plaintiff in this case. You have a smile on your face. Are you happy?
No, because I did have to just sue my parents, but what's done is done.
Yeah. Why that 34-year-old and the relationship, the friendship there? Why would you choose that friendship and allow it to bust up your family?
It was initially not me that let it bust up my family, so there's no comment to that.
Okay. Did your stepmom get between you and your dad in any way at all in this?
Yes, I think the honor saw that, and maybe that's why they ruled in my favor, but hopefully God can weld up the relationship between me and my father.
You would like that?
That would be nice.
Okay. All right. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
All right. Right around this way. All right. So that leads us to the defendant side of things. What was it like to be out in that courtroom, seeing your daughter on the other side of the court?
Just like seeing another person in the courtroom, you know. What they did to me, is something they got to live with.
Did you hear her out here just now say that one day she would like to, heal this relationship with you?
She said that before.
She also says, what's your reaction to her comment there that you're in the middle of this relationship between daughter and dad?
I don't know how because I've raised her to the age she is today. So I've always been a mother to her.
You happy with how she's turned out?
For the most part, she's got to live with what she's doing. I did my best.
All right, over to Harvey.
You know what? Title is not the end-all and be-all. If there's clear proof, in this case there is, that the plaintiff owns the car, the plaintiff owns the car. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Make every get-together chill. This Memorial Day, get up to an extra $1,000 off select top brand appliances like LG. Plus, get free delivery at the Home Depot. Tackle pool towels and camp laundry with a large capacity washer. And host in style with the fridge serving craft ice, mini craft ice, cubed ice, and crushed ice. Shop appliance savings now through June 3rd at the Home Depot. Offer valid May 14th through June 3rd, U.S. only. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $998 or more. See store online for details.
This is the plaintiff, Dan Berkowitz. He says he rented the defendant's theater for a festival he was having, and she told him she would send out an email blast to help him with ticket sales. There were 5,000 people in her patron base. The defendant failed to live up to her responsibility, and the poor attendance for his festival can be wholly attributed to her. He's suing for $1,875, the money he's owed. This is the defendant, Odalise. She says the plaintiff never provided her with the correct format for the postcards he wanted to send via email blast. She hounded him and his partner for it, but they never got her the materials she needed. She certainly doesn't owe the plaintiff a thing. She's not responsible for his poor ticket sales and isn't going to pony up a penny to the unorganized plaintiff. She's accused of not selling out. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $2,000 for unpaid theater rental and pain and suffering.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Okay, Dan Berkowitz, doing business as InterArts Creative.
Yes.
You are suing Odalis Nanin and her theater. You've asked us not to mention the name of the theater. We'll respect that. For $1,875 in poor ticket sales that you say are directly attributed to her breaching the contract you had with her. You have a counterclaim against him for $2,000. $1,000 in the price break you gave him, which you want back now, and $1,000 for pain and suffering because you got served with the lawsuit when you were about to perform. What happened?
Thank you, Your Honor. I rented Odalise's theater for the first two performances of a 13-performance gay and lesbian comedy festival, which was going to go throughout the month of June. The 2 nights at her theater.
This is where?
In West Hollywood and Los Angeles.
Okay.
The 2 nights at her theater were to serve as a fundraiser for a new not-for-profit gay and lesbian museum, which had just gotten its nonprofit status and which was being announced that weekend. This was to be the first official fundraising event. We had no money for print advertising, so all the publicity was going to be done through email blasts, flyers, postcards, and personal contacts. And one of the nice things about her theater is that the rental agreement calls for the theater to send out 2 email blasts to her 5,000.
Can I see where the rental agreement says that?
Yes. Here's the original.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Number 2, in all programs, postcards, press releases, and posters, it should say in association with, and then it says the name of her theater, above the title of the show, sample, and then it says the name of your production, which you also didn't want used, sample, show in association with theater must be included in the program. Okay, and then it says down here, in association means you will get 2 email blasts to our 5,000 patrons. Okay, so go on.
Okay. One thing which I perhaps should say right now is that this is the 4th time that I have rented her theater, and each time that's basically her boilerplate. She wants the credit for the theater, but it's really not an accurate credit, and particularly for this, because it was only the first 2 performances of a 13-performance festival.
Wait. That's what your contract says. You just pointed it out,
yes.
So that's what your contract says. I mean,
Right.
it's not really your prerogative to decide she didn't really mean it. Did you really mean it?
Of course I meant it.
Okay, so go ahead.
The only thing which I would say, Your Honor, is that since her theater is geared toward gay and lesbian programming, this was the perfect target audience.
What
for
happened?
us.
What went wrong?
Well, basically, we wound up selling fewer than half of the tickets. And when I went to close out the event afterwards, I couldn't find any evidence of her email blast.
Okay, did you do an email blast?
Oh, we did.
How many people did you email to?
Well, several thousand. I mean, each of the committee people did their own list.
Right.
We did.
And how many people can be seated at her theater?
About 250, between 240 and 250.
Is that accurate?
No, it is not. It's 99-seat theater under the equity waiver.
What do you mean by equity waiver?
We're under a showcase.
I don't know what that means. You need to explain to me.
It's just a showcase where actors are allowed, equity actors are allowed to perform on my stage.
But only if there are 99 seats.
Yes, only we have 99 seats.
If it's more than that, then you have to abide by other rules.
Exactly. So it's only 99 seat, my theater.
And how many, what do you say to that?
If I may say, this was not an equity production, and the previous times we were there, we had fit in as many as 125 people.
Your Honor.
What does the contract say about how many seats are available?
I don't believe it actually specifies unless.
Yeah, but how can it not? Because don't you have to have enough seating for the people who show up that day, or?
Well,
how does the contract not say how many seats are available? All right, so what happens? You guys don't do as well as you thought you would, and there just wasn't the turnout you'd hoped.
Right.
All right, and then you get mad because you find out that she, according to you, she didn't send an email blast, correct?
Right. About a day and a half after the show, as I was putting everything together to give to the museum committee for their archives, I couldn't find any copy of her email blast.
Had you given her something to send by email?
Well, I know that I sent her what we were sending out.
Yeah, but that's different. If I get an email from you, I don't know that that's what you want me to forward to 5,000 people. I need to know, like, didn't somebody talk to her before and say, here's what we want you to send out?
I don't believe we specifically said it, because it was basically just to say, this is the show playing on this date.
Was that an oversight?
Probably, yes.
Okay, and you wanted to say that?
Your Honor, the producer of the show has to provide a JPEG of whatever he
JPEG
wants us.
being the format that they want sent out.
Whatever they want us to send out, and it has to say in association with Matcha Theater.
Well, that's what the contract says. What did the material you sent her say? It didn't say in association with?
No, because
Okay, stop. If it doesn't say, okay, you're the one who pointed out the contract, and in the contract it says in association means you will get to email blast to our 5,000 patrons. And you are admitting to me that you never sent her anything that said in association with.
No, we used in partnership with, which was a different
Let me
term.
see what you gave her, and let me hear from you.
So if the plaintiff didn't supply the information for the defendant to send the email blast out, is the defendant excused from doing it? What do you think?
Yes, I think she's excused from doing it.
Because?
Because she didn't say.
Well, how do you do it if you don't have the information, right?
Well, you can't do it. That's the point.
You can't, you know what? I kind of think that's it, right? You can't do it is the point, and that you're excused from doing it. That's my opinion. That's their opinion. We'll find out what the judge thinks.
What efforts did you make to get something from them in order to send it out to your email blast?
Your Honor, I never received anything.
Did you
from
contact
his-
apparently he's producing this in conjunction with somebody else. He's got a partner.
Right, after I sat down with Mr. Berkowitz and we signed the agreement, the next day I called his co-producer. He told me to call his co-producer,
And
so
why
I
didn't you
did.
call him? Why did you call the co-producer?
He told me to call him, that he
Okay,
was the
that's
one
the
putting everything together, and he
Okay.
was going to be the one
So
sending me.
you asked him for the JPEG.
Right, and it has to say in association with.
Right, otherwise it doesn't trigger that clause of the 5,000 emails. So I need to see what it
Correct.
was that was said.
Correct.
Because
So-
it couldn't be more specific about the in association with, so let's see. It
It's-
says where. What did you tell me to look for?
Okay, first of all, in the program, which you have there, highlighted in yellow, it says in partnership with, it's the little Post-it note, where the
In the middle of the program.
Right.
Which, according to you, he's supposed to use a certain template for the playbill.
Yes, Your Honor, he did not use the template. He
Is that in the contract too about
yes,
using
Your
the
Honor,
template?
it is. It is. The
Where? Show
playbill-
me where it is.
The production must follow page 2.
Okay.
I highlighted it for you. The production
give me your
must
copy then if you highlight it.
the production must follow Matcha's program's template.
Blah, blah, blah. Mission statement must be included in the program. The production must follow the program template, which will be sent to the producer. The playbill, postcard, and poster must be approved before printing. Was it?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're out of gas. My verdict in this case is for the defendant. You didn't follow what you needed to follow, and then you actually come to court and sue when you know that nowhere did you follow what you were supposed to follow. I don't understand how you can do that. I mean, you know, what it should be is just a learning, growing experience for you. Next time, follow the letter of the contract that you signed, not me. You have a counterclaim against him for $2,000 for what?
Well, I gave him 50% off, Your Honor, from the rent
So
of the
what?
theater.
Well, how do you now all of a sudden get to charge the full price, a bigger price than what you agreed to?
Well, because I never got the credit, Your Honor.
Well, but there's nowhere in the contract does it say, and if you don't give me credit, you get penalized by an extra grand.
No, it does not,
And
Your
then the other 1,000 is because you got served right before acting.
Before getting on stage, Your Honor.
There's never a good time to be served with a lawsuit.
No,
on your
I
counterclaim,
agree.
0. On
I
your claim
agree.
against her, 0. Good luck, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, maybe the plaintiff can tell us how he can not follow the contract and then come in and sue after you breach so many portions of it.
Well, what didn't come out is that she fined us $200 for what we didn't do, and we feel that that was enough of a punishment that she should have then done the rest of the contract the way she should have.
Mm-hmm. How was the play?
Went very well.
Yeah. Is it going to be shown anywhere else now?
Well, it's actually stand-up comedy, and we'll be doing it again, and maybe at the same venue, maybe another place.
Oh, you would work with her again?
Oh, sure. We just have to be a little more vigilant.
Yeah, follow the contract. Okay. All right, head right down this way. Come on in here. He says he would work with you again. Would you work with him again?
Yes, he's a nice gentleman. I just think that I don't know what happened. His co-producer was the one that was supposed to follow and bring me the JPEG.
Right. And he didn't hold up his end of the deal.
Yeah, I just wanted him to do what he said and agreed to do, and that's what I expect.
How was his show?
It was good, actually. He had over 70 people in the theater, and I only have 99 seats, so I think he did really good, actually. Yeah.
Harvey?
Okay, well, you know what? The folks behind me are right. I mean, you cannot force somebody or legally bind them to do something that you prevent them from doing under a contract. I mean, if you're preventing them from performing, they're excused from performing. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Experience a membership that backs your business journey with American Express Business Platinum. When you pay with membership rewards points for all or part of an eligible flight booked with a qualifying airline through Amex Travel, you can get 35% of those points back, up to 1 million points back per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
This is the plaintiff, Jerry Ann Mara. She says her sweet therapy dog named Esmeralda was viciously attacked while she was doing her business by the defendant's bull mastiff. The dog escaped from the defendant's yard, entered her yard, and there was nothing she could do to stop the massacre, which lasted 20 minutes. Esmeralda suffered from multiple bite wounds on her chest, a fractured rib, and muscular tears. The defendants refused to pay her vet bills, and she's suing here and now for the $7,000 she's owed. These are the defendants, Lisa Chaperon and Joseph DeRochers. Lisa says they adopted the dog 4 days earlier from a shelter and had no idea he had aggressive tendencies. They were so sorry the dog got out, apologized for the 2-minute incident, and were told that day the vet bill would be $700. Now they're being sued for everything, including the kitchen sink. And it's clear the plaintiff is nothing more than a money-grubbing person out to make a buck on an unfortunate encounter. They're accused of not containing their bull dog.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Jerry Ann Mara?
Speaking.
Okay. You are suing Lisa Chaperon
Yes.
and Joseph DeRocher?
Yes.
Okay. For $7,000 in vet bills, exams, vaccinations, treatment for anxiety, security deposit, moving fees, and more than half of that for pain and suffering. Tell me what happened.
On the date of July 21st, the dog's legal name is Esmeralda. She is AKA Ezzy. On that night, she was doing her business on the lawn and at 5:30 p.m. And we were getting ready to enter the house, and from behind came a bull mastiff from next door, unleashed, pinned her underneath the porch step.
2 questions. Do you have a fenced-in backyard?
No.
When you say next door, are you referring to another part of your own building, or no, literally the property next door?
It's literally the neighbors next door.
And they don't have a yard either?
They do not have they have a gate that separates between the properties, but not one that cuts off from one yard to another.
So they have no way to contain dogs on their property?
Right.
That dog ran over to your property?
Yes.
And your dog was not on a leash?
No, she was coming in from doing her business. Yeah, she was on her property.
That dog comes over and does what?
He got her on her back. He attacked her. She had fractured ribs, bruised lungs. She was bleeding, and I couldn't get the bull mastiff off her.
Now, according to you, there was a party going on next door?
Yes, there was.
In the backyard?
There was a cookout going on next door, or a gathering, and across the street.
In the backyard?
Yes.
Okay.
And it took 2 gentlemen. The first gentleman came, grabbed the dog by the tail, couldn't pull the dog off. Somebody else came, because after that, there was a whole bunch of ruckus going on.
Hoses.
And it ended up that 2 gentlemen pulled the dog by the tail.
What kind of dog is this?
It's a bull mastiff. It's a tank.
Okay.
And
do you have a picture of the dog? May I see it? So go on.
And pulled the dog off.
So 2 people, are you one of the people who took the dog off or no?
No.
Okay, so 2 people take the dog off, and what happens next?
I turned around and I picked Ezzy up and brought her into the house. And I had blood all over my shirt. I then immediately called the vet by the home phone. When I went to the vet in North Dayton, upon her being there, they examined her. I have all the information of treatment, what they did.
Okay, can I see all of the vet bills? What date was this that this happened?
July 21st. It was a Saturday evening.
Tell me about when you confront them.
When I confronted them,
it's how many days later?
The following day, the 22nd, I went to see them and I knocked on the door. I went to Kathy Chaperon, opened the door, and they welcomed me in the home.
That's who, your mom?
My stepmother.
Your stepmother. So were you guys living with her temporarily?
Yes, we were.
And the dog, the bull mastiff, had come from where?
The
gated area in the backyard.
No, Well,
We
that's
adopted
actually a
her
very
from a
good
bull.
answer.
We
For the next
adopted.
question, I haven't asked you yet, but it's your dog?
We just had rescued it 6 days earlier from.
Where
a bull
did you
ma-
rescue it from?
A bull mastiff rescue. I don't know the name of the rescue unit off.
So you'd had the dog for how long?
6 days.
And then you didn't even know the dog, and then you bring the dog to your stepmother's?
No, we were living
We
there
were
at the
living
time.
there at the
Already
time
living
when
there.
we
She
got
knew you
the
were gonna
dog.
rescue a bull
Yes.
mastiff?
They
Okay.
encouraged us because we had a dog that passed away recently,
Okay.
and they encouraged us to adopt
Okay,
another.
so so it's all in the up and up except for the landlord,
Yes.
who doesn't even know you're staying there, much less bringing a big dog that turns out to be a little vicious.
Yes.
All right, where's the dog now?
Back at the.
We
At the
returned
shelter. You
Right
returned her
away.
after this
Right
event.
away. Oh, definitely.
Right.
We
Do you
were
guys have
never-
children?
Yes.
How old?
6 and 17.
Exactly. Right.
It was.
Plus, you don't want to get bit either.
Well, she was amazing with the kids. It was just a fluke thing that happened, and yet again, I'm very sorry to her.
Right. Except for she's got a lot of bills. Maybe not everything she's suing for you for. And we'll go over that now, but she's got a lot of bills. And at a minimum, can I just ask you this? Once she confronts you and tells you, I have these vet bills, what did you guys say to her?
We were very willing to pay her the money until she contacted the landlord and we had to leave the property right away.
Right.
Because we weren't on the lease.
So she speaks to the landlord and says, these people aren't even supposed to be there. They're guests and they brought a dog and blah, blah, blah. And the landlord, of course, is angry because you're not allowed to bring a dog without written permission because that's a liability for the landlord.
Of course.
Right. So you guys had to go. I'm surprised you didn't toss out your stepmom. Was your stepmom mad at you?
They were mad about the situation, yes.
Well,
But not at you.
Well, they
'cause
weren't
they're the
mad
ones
at-
who encouraged you
well,
to
they
get
weren't mad at us because we were on.
They were
we
watching
weren't
the
even at
dog. We weren't even
property.
there when the incident happened.
So they weren't mad at you.
No, it was basically their issue.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
It's our dog.
And what happened? Like, you guys aren't even there, and what happened?
There's definitely not a party because we weren't even there. We were at a football
Oh,
game.
maybe they didn't invite you.
Well, I play semi-professional football for the Williams City Clippers, and I had a game that day in Hanover, Mass, which is maybe 35 minutes from there. We got the phone call maybe at 5:45.
Did you two coordinate your outfits for today?
Definitely. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
She says no.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. I'll
You
be
walked out of the house together, didn't you? All right. So you weren't there. What was going on at your house, though, that she deems to be a party?
Nothing.
Okay. Who are the people who actually took the dog off?
My daughter.
It was my daughter.
And her boyfriend, Mark.
She's definitely
She
not.
weighs like 4 pounds.
She definitely doesn't look like a boy at all.
No, she doesn't. You and who else?
Her boyfriend.
How old? Come on up. How old's your boyfriend?
17.
How big is your boyfriend?
About
Close to her
yeah,
size.
close to my size.
Big enough or not?
Just a little taller.
Just a little taller. All right. How did you get the dog off?
We just like pulled it by its tail and his.
How did you realize that you needed to get the dog off? Like, how did you know there was a commotion and whatever?
Because I heard her yelling, saying "help, help," and we just went out there.
And was there a bunch of people outside?
No.
Okay.
So the defendants only had the dog for 6 days before the attack. Are they responsible for the attack on the other dog?
I think since they decided to rescue the dog, they're responsible for the dog.
They are responsible.
I feel like they didn't know anything about the dog. They had no idea. It was a kind gesture to save the dog.
So tough luck for the dog that got bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Okay, Ms. Mara, let's go over what you're suing for. Okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Your total vet bill is $1,324.54.
That's correct.
Okay, the Thunder shirt for anxiety. Tell me about that. It's like a little...
It's a little shirt. It's a swaddling method.
Right.
It's a Velcro thing that you put around the dog.
Do you have a picture of it?
No.
Okay. Do you have a receipt for it?
It's on, I believe it's on the back of one of those.
And that, you bought a Thunder shirt, why?
Because she had broken out in hives with anxiety. She wouldn't go outside the house. And they said to get the Thunder shirt that it would help her with the anxiety.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah? So
Yes.
it's a good product?
Yes, it
All right.
is.
Now, you are suing them for renter's insurance, security deposit, moving fee, and pain and suffering of $3,500. Tell me about all that.
When I moved into the new apartment I had to go into, it was very hard for me to find a place to live that was on a first floor level, being handicapped. And I finally moved into a place, and they turned around and said I had to get apartment insurance. And then also turned around and said I needed a pet rider.
All right, but why would they be responsible for the fact that you wanted
Well,
to
because
move?
if the incident never happened, I wouldn't have had to move.
Was your lease up?
It had to be broken.
Let me explain something to you about that. I understand why in your mind, hey, but for this happening, I wouldn't have wanted to move. But what a judge has to do in court is award any damages that are reasonably foreseeable from the bad thing that happened. It is reasonably foreseeable you have to go to a vet.
It is reasonably foreseeable that the dog's going to be nervous. You might have to buy the dog a thunder shirt or whatever this thing is. Is it reasonably foreseeable that you're going to relocate and charge them $1,000 for relocating when they've already relocated because you've seen to it that they have to relocate? The dog is gone, the people are gone. So is it reasonably foreseeable that you would have, I mean, you don't just get like everything paid for forever for somebody, it has to be the reasonably foreseeable ones. I don't believe that that's reasonably foreseeable. And the $3,500 in pain and suffering, although I know that anything that happens to our pets, as someone who watched the neighbor's dog eat my cat of 15 years, okay, I know that that is incredibly painful. It happened in front of my children. What could be more painful than watching your children suffer and have nightmares? However, pets, like it or not, in the eyes of the law, are property. And so you don't get pain and suffering for pets. So you can't get that either. So what damages do you get? You absolutely get the money that you expended on the vet bill. You absolutely get your thunder shirt. I like just saying it. Thunder shirt for anxiety. And that is a total of $1,383.53. Verdict for the plaintiff. Pay the lady.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, the defendant comes out, the purple team loses this case. What's your reaction to this outcome here?
We offered her $3,000 before going to court. I guess she should have taken that.
Yeah, when you rescue a bull mastiff, right, a big, huge, giant dog, right, how do you know what you're getting, what kind of temperament?
Well, that's the thing. They're supposed to do all these tests and everything, and then after we found out that they didn't do all the right tests, so that's why we gave the dog back instantly and did what we were supposed to do.
I know you said you're sorry, you're very contrite toward the plaintiff about what happened, but, you know, can you imagine, like, you have kids in the house, you ever think about what could have happened?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. That's why we returned the animal.
Yeah. You gonna rescue any more dogs?
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
Bull mastiffs?
Anything. It doesn't matter about the breed. It happened. It's over with.
All
I
right.
tried to take care of her.
Okay.
I tried to pay her.
All right, thank you. All right, right around the corner here. All right, so come on in here. Okay, you satisfied how this comes out?
Yes.
Seems like you tried to collect, get for the big bonanza. That didn't work out for you.
There's a lot of psychological that's still going on with the dog, but I do thank God that he gave her the wisdom to know what to do, and I think it was a fair deal.
Was the pain and suffering for the dog's pain and suffering you were trying to collect?
It was for both of us.
Yours?
It was for both of us, but for her mostly because she would not go outside.
How's the dog now?
She's getting better. She's not in the same environment, but she's getting better.
All right, over to Harvey. You know, in many states, there used to be something called the one free bite rule, which means that if you don't know your dog is going to bite and all of a sudden it bites somebody, especially a person, you get one free bite, and then you're on notice the dog is maybe vicious. That rule has been eliminated in most states, and especially if a dog bites a person, automatic liability.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.